Well, it is the first day of spring, and all the winter rain is setting the stage for a super bloom of wildflowers in our state. And you know what a great thing to do during the spring is? Get outside. Sarah Pila joins us now live this morning from the Alta Vicente Reserve in Palos Verdes. And I've been waiting for this all morning. I love these flowers. Good morning, Sarah.
I know, they're so beautiful. Good morning, Giselle. Now that it is spring, it is the perfect time to get outside, enjoy nature here throughout the Southland because the wildflowers are blooming. And we can definitely thank all of that winter rain that we received that is really shaping up to have a spectacular spring super bloom. I want to show you some video of the Alta Vicente Reserve where I am right now on the Palos Verdes Peninsula because this is one of the many areas that you can get up close and personal with nature here on the peninsula. Not only does it boast views of the ocean and the Point Vicente Lighthouse, but the Alta Vicente Reserve is part of a large coastal sage scrub habitat restoration project. The environment here provides much needed refuge for rare species, and the wildflowers will provide nectar for pollinators. And to discuss more about this, we have Chris Sarabia, who is the conservation manager here with the Palos Verdes Peninsula Land Conservancy. So, Chris, tell us a little bit about the Alta Vicente Preserve. I know we've got some wildflowers here behind us.
Yeah, the Alta Vicente Reserve is a biodiversity hotspot for all kinds of species to enjoy, including us, right? And so we have all these wildflowers out here that are essential for all our different little birds, little critters, butterflies. Everyone enjoys it, and so this is what they need to survive. Yeah, and it looks beautiful for us at the same time, right? While they're surviving off it, we're enjoying the aesthetics, the beauty of it all.
Yeah, I think that's what's perfect, right? It's not only for us to enjoy, but obviously it takes care of all the critters and the insects and the birds that you mentioned. So right here, we've got some yellow flowers. What are these?
These are California bush sunflower. This is our local and statewide sunflower. You know, it looks just like the sunflower you plant in your garden, but this is the one that is all over the hills and you see yellow shining throughout, you know, your drive on the freeway. This is what's out there. There's a beautiful sunflower that, you know, it's essential, and you start to see, you know, you kind of pan out here and you could really see the beauty of this all, and you start to see the bees and the butterflies start to use it, right? This is their home. This is what they need to survive. Yeah.
Definitely. When I think of spring, I feel like this is exactly what I envision and picture. We also see some purple back there. I mean, it's just so beautiful to see these colors. What is that plant?
That's a wishbone bush, and so yeah, you start to see the different colors here. Just there's so many types of flowers, and so I think what we try to show people is a diversity. It's called biodiversity, right? And so every flower is for a different type of little critter, and so that's wishbone bush. We also have California sagebrush out here, which they used to call cowboy cologne, right? Because it smells so good. People used to use it, you know, to smell a little better while they're out here hiking or moving around. And so, yeah, all these flowers are amazing. What I try to tell people is, you know, poppies aren't the only super bloom. There's so many plants out there that are native to California, thousands and thousands of plants. And so out here on the Palos Verdes Nature Preserve on the Palos Verdes Peninsula, we restore habitat. And we restore habitat by bringing back all these different wildflowers that used to be out here, right? Naturally, they used to be out here. And it's a diversity of color, diversity of flowers, diversity of plants. So that's what's out here. That's what we restore habitat for.
That's amazing. And the work that you guys do really allows for us, as well as all the biodiversity, to thrive and have nature. Obviously, we live in a concrete jungle here in the major city, Giselle. And so you can come out here and take a hike, take a beautiful walk, and definitely take advantage of these wildflowers that are blooming thanks to all that rain that we had to get through, right?
Oh, I'm telling you, it makes it all worth it, doesn't it? Especially at the peninsula there. You can see the vista with the sea behind you with all those wildflowers. God made a beautiful painting for all of us for real, right? There are so many places, though, Sarah.
That's right.
You can see these beautiful wildflowers throughout our state. How can people find out where to go to see them in their super bloom?
Well, actually, here in Southern California, we have a wildflower hotline. The number is on your screen, and every Friday it gets updated with the latest, information on the blooms and the plants that have come out all over Southern California. So you can find stuff that's near where you live, or if you feel like taking a little day trip on the weekend, you can explore Southern California, but definitely call that hotline.
You know, people love to, get out there and then they take pictures with the flowers because they're so beautiful. But you are always giving us tips on how to take those pictures with those wildflowers responsibly. Give us some tips.
Yeah, and I think that's the name of the game. It's come out here and enjoy it responsibly. It's really important to stay on the trail. You know, the work that the Palos Verdes Peninsula Land Conservancy does, it takes so much time and effort and money to restore these spaces that stay on the trail. You can get close with your camera here. You don't have to go off the trail. We don't want anyone to trample, on the flowers. Obviously, it's also the habitat for all of the species. So staying on the trail is the number one thing, and keep your dogs on the leash as well. They can enjoy it, but they got to stay leashed.
Oh, well, thank you for bringing us such beauty. We so appreciate you on this first day of spring, Sarah Pila. And bring home some cowboy cologne. We'll be right back, everyone. Thanks so much, Sarah. This is your morning on Spectrum News 1. Make it a great Tuesday. Make it a first great day of spring.